All right, select the correct answer below. So solve for x. Boy, I'm not really sure what is going to make this. We're going to have to FOIL something out here at some point. I guess just the way it sits is as good as any. So if we squared this side, no, I don't know if I want to do that. Let's take anything without a square root. So this x and move it over here. And then all those minus signs, let's multiply everything like by a -1, both sides of the equation. Or you can think of adding this to the other side and all these back to this side would change their signs as well. We got to get rid of that square root. So these both turned into pluses there when I multiply by -1. So now when I square both sides, the left side is just going to remove the square root. The right side, you're going to take 8 plus x or x plus 8 times itself and FOIL that out. So you're going to get x squared, 8x and 8x makes 16x, and then that 64 there. So now we have that over here. And we move everything to one side. So if I add an x over here, that's going to be 15x. And if I subtract this 4 over here, right, that's going to be 60. And now we're looking for, if you think about it on a graph, the x-intercepts. I'm thinking I wonder if this factors. So I'm going to just think about all these factors of 60. So we have 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, 6 times 10, and then I think that's probably it. Do any of those give me a way of making 15? I'm not really seeing it. So if there isn't, then unless I made a mistake in what my steps were, which I think I see it already, when I moved this x over, I was adding an x, not subtracting an x. So this shouldn't have been 15 here. This should have been 17. Let's see. Add the x, make that 17, subtract the 4. Okay, because then, if you look right here, those two are going to give me 17. So then I'm going to have x plus 5 and x plus 12 equals 0. Remember, you have two things multiplied here. Here's one thing, there's the second thing, and they're multiplied in the middle. So if you think of this as a times b, and they equal 0, the only way that can happen is if a or b is 0. So that's called the zero product property. X plus 5 is 0, or x plus 12 is 0, and then undo your operations. So subtract the 5, or subtract the 12. Two solutions. Now, on these square root problems, though, there's a lot of times it seems like not both answers work. So you probably should just check those quick. -5 minus the square root of 4 minus -5, does it equal -8? So that's 4 plus 5, 9, -5. Square root of 9 is 3, -5. So this one does work. So the -5, that's golden. But what about the -12? Let's check that quickly. -12 minus square root of 4 minus -12. Does that equal -8? -12 minus 4 minus, that's 16, which is 4. Does -12 minus 4 equal -8? No. that would be negative 16. So that one is what's called an extraneous solution and does not work. So my correct answer up here would only be the negative 5.